Hello again, this is Ramirez with Tidewater Renaissance Fighting Arts, and today we're once again talking about our armor series, and we're talking about soft kit. That's the stuff that goes underneath all of the metal armor. And next we're going to talk about Chauces, padded Chauces. Just a little bit of background. Normally in medieval clothing, you don't traditionally wear pants as we think of them today. The traditional thing is to wear either brazen hose, or if you're a little bit later on, you have joined hose, which basically I don't want to deal with joined hose right now. I want to deal with just traditional hose, which is basically one large, well-made, sock for each leg that goes all the way up, and you'd actually tie it to your brace. And brace are basically like medieval boxer shorts, and that's what would make up pants. And that's why when people say pair of pants, and you're thinking, wait a minute, it's one thing. Well, back in the day, it'd be a left hose and a right hose, or left choss and a right choss, and that's what we're talking about here. So you didn't have one garment, it was actually two pieces. So you'd have a pair. This today, I just have my right one here. I just want to kind of show you. It is quilted, and what this does is gives me a little extra padding between the metal, being directly on my leg versus, or even just a light cloth, because obviously if I have to, if I get hit in the knee or something, I want something that's padded there. Traditionally, I know if you do SCA or you do Bucher or something like that, you probably have modern knee pads, and actually I wear those too underneath this. This is a little more traditional, and it gives me padding throughout the entire leg. You can see this kind of cut, so this is the part that kind of is toward my crotch, and then this is up at the side of my hip. It does have two holes to tie it to the belt. I talked about an arming belt in an earlier video. I will try to link that below for those that are curious that haven't gotten to watch that. And then right about where the knee is, I have an arming point. And I talked about arming points on the belt. Basically, there's a string with two holes. Armor is really usually pointed to some type of material. Now, my upper leg is actually pointed to the arming belt, but the greave that goes over my lower shin and calf, uh, that's actually pointed to the choss. And there's a very important reason for that. If you don't, and if you have like a half, what we call a demi greave, it only covers the front, may not be as much of an issue, but still probably should be. If you have a full greave like mine, where it goes around the entire leg, that's actually going to be somewhat heavy. And if you don't point it to your soft kit, it's going to basically fall, kind of just dig into your foot. And you might say, well, Ramirez, I have sabotons. Doesn't matter if it's pressing on your saboton, which is your foot armor, you still can't really walk correctly. So what you want is something that takes some of that weight off, and the Chauces do two things. Number one, they make your leg just a little bit wider, so the greave kind of squeezes around there and doesn't tend to fall onto your foot. This pointing, however, that helps kind of lift the greave a little bit. So it's actually, since it's attached here, it's not just falling on your foot, it's actually being held up by being tied into this leg armor. And between giving your leg a little more width, a little more for the greave to hold on to, and being pointed, being lifted, that greave is not sitting directly on your foot. For most people who do certain combat sports, SEA, that kind of thing, it probably wouldn't matter if it rested on your foot, because you're probably wearing a very, very heavy modern boot. But if you're wearing historical footwear like turn shoes, that leather is not as thick. The boot is basically not as structurally sturdy as a modern modern combat or modern hiking boot. So if you didn't have this supported, that would be a very, very big problem in terms of moving, in terms of comfort. So wearing your padded chausses, wearing your greave pointed to those chausses actually helps you move and fight better. So once again, these are padded chausses. These are, I have another set coming in probably another month, but these are actually, I got these on Amazon. They're cotton padded, which is fine. You know, if you're kind of starting out or you're just wanting to upgrade your kit to actually have padded chausses, it's something that I would recommend because I have fought without them, just with some knee pads. And number one, it's less historical. Number two, you're not getting padding throughout the entire leg. And if you are getting hits to the leg, it's kind of an important thing to have. So once again, this is Ramirez with Tidewater Renaissance Fighting Arts. We're actually based out of Norfolk, Virginia. If you are interested, I'll leave information about our club below. If you're liking this series, please comment. It helps me to know what you want to know. If you have other questions, feel free to add them below. Also, if you want to like and subscribe, you'll find more of my videos. Hopefully, you'll find them all very interesting. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.